Open field. First move, computer 1. Draw card. Begin duel. Computer 1. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Fabra and Broad are going to kick off round 2. I imagine Computer 1 wants a bit of vengeance after last week's marathon. And the game's stolen from it right at the end.
Summon.
Dwarf Sniper. Nice and early. That's going to mean these Marauders cannot use dodge. Not that they're going to, but... there actually isn't a lot of dodge in this deck. There's a couple of creatures that provide protection, but not much dodge at all. Usually a water thing to have dodge.
Mana charge.
The 1 damage to those Marauders.
Computer 2.
Computer 1 passes its turn. Computer 2 gets to summon again.
Mana charge.
A chance to.
Computer 1.
It chooses to pass, so we're banking a bit of mana here.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Now comes Dwarf Snipers, covering the whole centre lane. So the 2 fields in front of Dwarf Snipers cannot use dodge.
Mana charge.
Again, not really a big deal in this deck because I don't think anything can dodge. Snipers continue their assault.
Mana release.
Marauders down to 2.
Summon.
Now comes some Vezar Swordsman, looking to finish off.
Attack.
This is it.
And indeed they do so.
Behold my power.
Mana charge. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Comes Novogus Warriors. Attack in both directions. They also have Resurrection. Hitting the side of the swordsman, so they gain the benefit of a blind spot bonus damage, so down they go. They only had 1 health though, so the standard attack would have been enough to kill them.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Flame Lizard Commander. So he has quickness, so he will always go first, providing he's not attacking something else with quickness, of course. But more importantly, he hits for 3, so yeah, he hurt. Burnt those skeletons to a crisp. He's also stood on home field of fire, so 6 health. He's not going anywhere for a while.
Mana charge. Mana release.
Unless, of course, Vicious of Goalie comes out and ruins what I just said. Flip the elemental field to its opposite side, so this fire field is now going to become a water field. So Flame Lizard Commander is going to lose 2 health because he's no longer stood on fire, and he's going to lose 2 more because he stood on the opposite element of water. That 6 health becomes 2.
Summon.
And we say, we see your flame as the commander. We weaken it and bring out our own. Yes.
Attack.
Down you go. And down he goes, indeed.
How do you like me now?
Mana
That's
charge.
typical, me saying, oh, he's got 6 health. Oh, he hits for 3. He's probably going to stay there for a while. Nope, instantly dead.
Computer 2. Draw card.
Killed by literally this creature in the same position.
Mana release.
Oh boy.
Summon.
As our swordsman summon onto home field. They hit for 2. They're hitting a blind spot as well, so a bonus damage here.
Attack.
That 6 health quickly becomes 3. And finally the lock comes off.
Unlocked. Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Computer 2.
Computer 1 passes. Advantage for Computer 2.
Mana release. Attack.
We'll choose to pay 2 more to reactivate the swordsman. Not gonna lie, I'd do exactly the same. Get rid of the commander and know that it's gone and it's out of the game now. That's good to know. So both commanders are now
Mana
dead.
charge.
Which actually is really annoying because having a creature in your back pocket which can
Mana release.
hit an entire lane, dealing 3 damage, that's powerful. Behemoth! Will it transform?
Attack.
No, it's not going to transform, so it retains its standard stats. 1 damage to the snipers. Just a little bite at the ankles.
Unlocked.
Lock comes off again.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Out comes the Terraformer.
Attack.
Going for a field swap. It's going to attack the swordsman. It's going to get +1, hitting the blind spot. But it will also swap the field it stood on with what the swordsman has stood on. They're going to lose 4 health.
Mana charge.
2 because they're stood on the opposite element, and 2 because they're no longer stood on Earth.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Here comes Cloudrun Marauder. They're not going to do anything, they're just going to sit and occupy this centre lane.
Computer 1. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Cloudmonger! Add 2 to the summoning cost of any creatures summoned in the 2 spaces in front of it. It will also cleave the lane for 1. 1 damage to those Marauders. Marauders won't like that. They'll have a little bit of vengeance for that.
Take this.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release. Summon.
Comes Relentless Skeleton. Again, these aren't going to attack, but that does place Computer 2 into a nice early, well, early compared to last week,
Mana charge.
check status.
Mana release.
Computer 1 needs to kill. Those skeletons would be the target, they only have 1 health. And the swordsmen are going to be enough to do that.
Attack.
No one will defeat me.
Down goes the skeletons.
Mana charge.
That places Computer 1 now into check, but again, one of the creatures has 1 health.
Check. Computer 2. Draw card.
So I would imagine those swordsmen are now going to suffer.
Mana release. Summon.
Flame Novice adds 1 to its attack half the time. Cannot dodge. And also cost 2 extra to summon that guy because he summoned in front of the Flowermonger.
Sweet dreams.
He didn't trigger, so he's hitting with his standard attack. However, he's hitting a blind spot, so 1 bonus damage. 1 damage was all that was needed anyway. Computer 1 now has to kill. Computer 2 is in check, and it needs to deal a minimum of 3 damage.
Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
Exploit the blind spot on the Flame Novice here. 1 damage becomes 2. Novice will survive, but it is on 1 health.
Mana release.
And pours everything into this. The mighty battle buggy.
Attack.
The mighty battle buggy shall destroy, as is its God-given right.
Mana charge.
Now, Computer 2 is in the rough position. Computer 1 is in check. Computer 2 must kill it.
Computer 2.
The easiest target would be the snipers, but it is going to have to pay some extra to get something in front of them.
Mana release. Attack.
Unless it chooses another target, of course.
Take this.
Marauders deal 1 damage to the Flowermonger. But of course, the Flowermonger won't like that. So these guys continue to trade damage with each other.
Mana release.
Extra cost paid to get this out. Vanguard Recruit. Now then. One of its... No, we'll start from the beginning.
Attack.
Vanguard Recruit usually doesn't deal any damage. However, one of its creatures is on water, which is the Battle Buggy, so it gains +2.
Take this.
That means 2 damage for you, and 2 damage for you. Down goes the snipers. Battle Buggy, of course, doesn't like that, so... 1 damage for you.
Mana charge.
This could be tricky. The computer... Computer 1.
Draw card. Mana charge. Mana release.
This is really the only target you can go for, the Marauder. The Vezar Swordsman will, of course, sort that one out. However, it's just a temporary fix, because the Swordsmen themselves only have 1 health, so... they're not going to last long. They're going to be the target of the next attack. But they do their job, they take down the Marauders. Getting rid of Computer 2's check. Computer 1 now goes into check. Computer 1 has 2 creatures on 1 health.
Check.
So there is a choice of what to get rid of here.
Card. Mana charge. Mana release. Attack.
Ideally can get rid of 2 creatures, actually. Going to reactivate the Flame Guard Recruit. +2 damage. That takes down the Battle Buggy. They are heretics for killing a Battle Buggy, of course.
Me now.
and should burn in hell. Although, because they're fire creatures, they probably would like that. Send them to a watery hell.
Mana release. Summon.
And then brings out a relentless skeleton, which is going to finish off the guardsman. However, those skeletons,
Attack.
again, will have 1 health. They're going to be the target of the next attack.
You have beat me.
We're just going to flip the check status back and forth here until someone just
Mana charge.
doesn't have something to answer.
Check.
Check from computer 1. Skeletons are the target.
Mana charge.
6 mana should be more than enough to deal whatever he wants. 5 cost here. This is a big boy. Vamas, Tomb, Sentinel. He's using his secondary attack.
Attack.
And he has +1. +1 to his attack for each undead creature in the graveyard. So, that means this. 3 damage to those 3 creatures. So the snipers survive, the Behemoth is dead, and the Flameguard Recruit are dead. So Vamas uses his ability. He brings back a sniper, so he can search his deck when a creature is dead, and he comes out and he can bring back a non-ultra rare creature from his graveyard into his hand. He's brought back a sniper and he's brought back a battle buggy. Very strong position now for computer 1, just because he can keep bringing creatures back that are dead,
Mana release.
providing things die.
Summon.
Plus the creatures who grow on the board are quite strong. How come Behemoth Terraformer?
Attack.
So 1 damage to Vamas. Vamas won't like this. Because the fields have swapped, so now Vamas loses 2 health because he's now stood on
Computer 1.
his opposite element of wood.
Mana charge.
So he's reduced to 2, so he's a much easier target to take out now.
Summon.
Cross guards come out. One of them is facing off the board, so he's not going to attack anything. Can't dodge. 3 is going to take out these relentless skeletons.
Mana charge. Search graveyard.
Because he died, Vamas gets to trigger. And brings back a Vezar Swordsman. The generations of swordsmen continue. They've started again.
Discard.
Don't do this.
Graveyard.
He reached over his hand limit, so he had to get rid of a card, and has had to get rid of Lament the Player Will.
Computer 2. Draw card. Mana charge. Mana
Check for
release.
computer 1. Computer 2 needs to kill. Rotates the snipers.
Mana release. Attack.
Shoots up Vamas, taking him down to 1 health. Vamas won't like that. +1 damage because of the amount of undead creatures in the graveyard. So both creatures are now going to take 3 damage. So the snipers are dead. They initiated that attack, however. It gets Vamas down to 1 health, and it takes down the Terraformer to 1 health, so probably better in the long run. And Vamas brings back another swordsman.
Mana release. Summon.
And out comes Dwarf Sniper to replace the Dwarf Snipers we just had. And with their attack, they are going to be able to kill Vamas.
Attack.
So sacrificing this one sniper to deal Vamas down to 1 health and to get Vamas to counterattack, not only killing the snipers but reducing the terraformer down to 1. That was a great play. Because now the terraformer is just another target to get rid of in a later round.
Mana release.
Computer 1 summoning for check. Dwarf Sniper covering the centre lane. So no dodge in front of them. Has to get rid of a card because he's over the card limit, and he gets rid of a Versar Swordsman.
Check. Computer 2.
Check for Computer 1. I would go for the...
Discard.
I'm not sure what I would go for. Plowmonger and a Navogus Simbear have been discarded here. This is going to be Festival of Earth. So discard 2 creatures, at least 1 must be an Earth creature. During your opponent's next turn, you add 3 to the summoning cost of creatures on non-Earth fields.
Mana release.
And rotate his snipers,
Mana release.
and then pay a further damage to reactivate them to kill the Frost Guards. Still hasn't summoned something, so has the potential now.
Computer 1.
And doesn't. Computer 1 needs to summon,
Draw card.
but he must pay 3 on top of the summoning cost if he wants to do so. So a 1 health creature will work, and it looks like that's exactly what he's got. Relentless Skeleton in the middle, nothing to attack, nice and simple. Job done for those guys. GG.
Computer 1 wins.